Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of The Luke Show. We're doing this bad boy live right now, and it'll be rebroadcast all over your broadcasting networks. You know, we're on Twitter, X, they call it, Uncle Luke Real One. We're also on YouTube. We're on Twitch. I got to straighten out my Twitch account. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube, Uncle Luke TV. We're also on Facebook Live. So y'all can check me out on all those different platforms. Let me figure out what hat I'm going to put on. I'm going all black today. Dressed in all black. I got to take the tag off. At least take the tag off. If we're going to do it all black, baby, let's do it all black. Let's do it all black, baby. What's up, Glow? I had to come do my podcast, Glow, so I could broadcast in the morning. I had to get off of there with you all and get it going on. But let me say this, man. I want to thank you guys for joining me. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful week. And this is the Luke Show, and you're here. You are absolutely here. Why my hat look like it's crooked? Because I'm crooked. You are here. It's a beautiful day, baby. Beautiful night. But let's jump right into it. So you got all this Epstein files and all that with Donald Trump. And, you know, and everybody just keeps saying Trump is looking for something to talk about to change the narrative so people don't talk about these Epstein files and all that. You know, a couple of weeks they had me going to the party and everything. And yes, I went to a Donald Trump party. Did anything happen that I saw? No. Just like I went to a Puff Daddy party. Did I see anything? No. I mean, hey, look, and if I did see something, I wouldn't be telling nobody. But I didn't see nothing. It wasn't nothing happening. Just to keep it a buck. And so, Charlemagne. How is he talking about Charlemagne? Charlemagne goes on to one of his niece's shows, and the girl asked him these loaded questions, knowing that he was going to say what he was going to say. This is their way of trying to use him as a diversion. Hold on. I got to back it up. You got to see Uncle Luke Street back there. You got to see my block back there. And so Charlemagne goes on to the show, and the young lady knows she was going to ask him some questions that he was going to have some colorful answers. They take that and run that through the algorithm, and all of a sudden, they're not talking about Epstein files. They're talking about Charlemagne and Trump doing this nasty tweet on his platform talking about what Charlemagne had to say. And the first thing when he referred to black people is low IQ. A black lady, low IQ. Black man, low IQ. That's his way of calling them the N-word. Why all of us got to have low IQs? Why all black people got to have low IQs? You never call white people low IQs. Why you don't call them low IQ? So again, I mean, you know, it's an everlasting saga. They asked Charlemagne, so how do you feel about the first 6 months of Donald Trump's presidency? That shit, when she said that, to me, it felt like, I'm like, damn, it's only been 6 months? Because I know most people are counting. Like, can we please get to year 4? Are we going to last to year 4? Most people are counting this shit up. And nobody wants nothing to happen to Trump because they do not want J.D. Vance as a president. Speaking of J.D. Vance, so there was a little altercation in Cincinnati. Beautiful city. I love Cincinnati. And the black kids beat up the white person. So J.D. Vance, without doing his due diligence, jumps out there talking all this cash money shit about the black people who beat up the white person. Oh, this is some bullshit. Oh, da 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 da. You know, they always look for opportunity, especially this J.D. Vance in my opinion, he's a racist piece of shit. And I don't call sitting vice presidents and presidents a piece of shit, but he is a sitting piece of shit because he's the most racist, in my opinion, person in politics right now. He goes above and beyond. It's like some black person fucked his wife. It's like somebody, he walked in the house and the black person was piping his motherfucking wife. Now, mind you, this man served in the military. And when you serve in the military, you have all nationalities, all races, creeds, colors, people of different religion standing by your side because they got to protect your back. What happened to that shit? What happened to that? What happened to the J.D. Vance who swore an oath to the Constitution about protecting and serving, and are you my brother's keeper? But you shitting on black people all the time. You're no different than that Tommy Tuberville. Another piece of shit. He made all of his money off the black backs of young black men. Him and his wife and his family, they lived good. When he was a coach at Auburn, when he was a coach at all these different places, they lived good. Tommy Tuberville, J.D. Vance, and all these, in my opinion, racist motherfuckers. You made all this money off the back of black young men. You went in their house, you danced, you ate the pig feet, you ate the fucking collard greens to get that little black kid to your school to do what? To win a national championship for you to do what? Become fucking famous. And then you go Tommy Tuberville and you go and become a senator and you're trying to fuck black people on every corner. The very people who put money in your pocket. Because you could have been a bullshit assistant coach for the rest of your life. A lot of these people think that they have no responsibility toward black young men and black families. Like, they didn't do nothing for me. It was about me. That's some narcissistic shit. To think that you won because you went into the locker room and you told all those black boys and young men and say, we're going to fight because we're family and we love each other and you fight for your brother and all that. Same thing, J.D. Vance. In the military, you probably was a pencil pusher. He probably was one of those motherfucking little white boys who went to the military and ain't fucking fight nobody. Gave him all kind of stripes and put him in a fucking office, and he never even got into the shit. So he don't care about black people. But Tommy Tuberville, motherfucker, I know you. You recruited my fucking nephew. How many other coaches feel that way? You have some of these fucking coaches and their wives on this motherfucking, and their brothers and cousins and sisters and aunties on here talking this Trump shit. And they feed into the Trump part of the racist part. Now, Trump does some crazy shit, but then there's some times where Trump does some good shit. But then there's a lot of times he do some racist shit. So if you fall into the Trump racist side of things and you're caping for the racist shit, meanwhile your husband is out here coaching fucking little black boys and you living high on the motherfucking hill in your big air-conditioned mansion with your $10 million motherfucking contract, and you running around here with some motherfucker who's suppressing African-American young men and their families. What kind of shit is that? But meanwhile, when a nigga like me get on here and call your ass out, you got a problem. How you letting your wife, sister, brother get on this motherfucker when you going in the black family's house and say, please come play for me. Please come play for me. Because I know if I win a national championship, they're going to give me an extension and I'm going to make another goddamn $10 million. And if you don't come play for me, they're gonna fire my ass. I'm gonna be a position coach making $300,000, and then I'm gonna have to take my motherfucking kids out of the goddamn private school, and my wife, her ugly ass, who's sitting on here tweeting this Trump shit. Speaking of tweeting Trump shit, and coaches Bruce Pearl, Bruce, not you, Bruce, not you too, Bruce. I'm like really trying to figure out all these white coaches. Do y'all like just y'all? How y'all really? I want to ask these motherfuckers straight up. How y'all look at niggas that y'all go recruit? Or do y'all look at them as they're your kids? Or you look at them as you're doing them a favor by recruiting them and them playing for you? This motherfucker gets on there and talk about Barack Obama race baited. Barack Obama separated the country. Barack Obama, most black people didn't think Barack Obama was black enough. They didn't think but a large part of black people didn't think Barack Obama did enough for black people. He was too busy being the president for all people. You know, our elected officials, when they get to that level, they never say, I'm the black president. They say, I'm the president for all people. But the white president, the Bush, the fucking, all the motherfuckers, the Trumps and all that, they say, I'm the white president and I'm proud. So for Bruce Pearl to say, let me just say this. If any black mother send your child to play basketball for him, you're part of the problem. Any black mother send your child to go play, any black boy, black man, go play for this piece of shit, in my opinion, piece of shit, then you need to, I'm gonna just call you a fucking house nigga. Nobody, no black person should, he shouldn't even be recruiting a black person. He should ask the black person before you go recruit him, did you vote for Barack Obama or did you vote for Trump? Do you like Barack Obama? Because if you like Barack Obama, I don't like you. Give me the black person, the black FBA person who supports the racist regime, white supremacy, and put the motherfuckers on your team. So we'll know you're the coach with the black guys who support white supremacy. We call them house niggas. Ain't no field niggas need to be playing for Bruce Pearl. And we need to find out who else is on that. We need to have somebody do a search to find out how many fucking coaches gave to these racist organizations. Because these ain't just the only ones. It's a lot more. There's a lot more Tommy Tubervilles out there of the world. Moving right along. The Marlins had a great weekend. The Marlins. I love it. I went to the game with my son. I got a chance to spend some good quality time with him. You know, it's nothing like taking your child to the ballpark. Like my brothers used to take me to the Orange Bowl way back in the days when I used to wear my little jersey. You wear your jersey with your brother, dad, and you get in the game free. When we were getting our ass whooped in the fucking 70s. We was getting our ass handed to us. We sucked. We got beat 80 and 70 and 50 to nothing and all that. That's these new Jack Kane fans, they don't understand that. But I went to the game, and I know my son will remember that forever. We always go to the game. It's not like that was the first time. But he'll always remember the times that we spent to the games. And God forbid I'm still around where he'll be able to take his son or daughter to the game. Which is very important. Because we got to leave our kids with great memories. And that was a great memory for me to go to the games with my brother. And him to be able to take me. Because dad was working, he worked the night shift. He was a custodian at Highland Oaks Elementary. Raised 5 boys. Yeah, precious times. And so I say this to say this. It was a beautiful weekend. And I've been saying this on Twitter because it just came over me that I'm in the stadium. The weekend was sold out. Yankees versus Marlins. And I'm saying to myself, Major League Baseball, why in the fuck is the Marlins in the NL East? It don't make no sense. It would make all the sense in the world if the Marlins is in the AL East along with Boston, the Orioles, the Yankees, the Marlins. Move Toronto. I mean, let's face it. Old Trumpy is in a tariff war with Toronto, with the Canada, which I love Canadian people. Move Toronto over to the NL East. I think it's quicker to get to fucking Philadelphia and Washington. Ain't that right there where Toronto at? It's the same geographical area. They just happy to have baseball in Toronto, I'm assuming. New stadium, they would love a change. And just move us over there. We over there with the Orioles, we over there with Boston. And it aligns with what we already do with football. The Dolphins are in the East. And who's in there? Buffalo, New England. The Heat is in the East. Who do we align with? Boston Celtics, New York Knicks. Those are rivals. And then now also you got in the NL East is Tampa. Tampa Bay, who's our rival in hockey? Tampa Bay. In order for us to go to the Stanley Cup, we got to go through Tampa Bay every year. That's our rival. So you would have the Yankees as a rival game, Tampa Bay as another rival game. Boston is going to fill up the Orioles with the rich history. It makes all the fucking sense in the world. So I need to get paid for this shit. Marlins, Major League Baseball, do the right thing. Move the Marlins there. Now we got a stadium full up. We got excitement that we need. Ain't nobody going to see the motherfucking Phillies. Ain't nobody going to see the Washington Nationals. Ain't nobody going to see that. Them people in Canada be happy to go see that shit. It's like right now, University of Miami has no business in the ACC. If you put them in the SEC, the stadium is full. It's a no-brainer. Everybody talking this Big Ten shit. Who the fuck wants to go see only two teams in the Big Ten? It's Michigan and goddamn Ohio State. The rest of that shit is trash. But you put them in the SEC, every week is a barn burner. And the stadium is full. Realignment needs to happen in these situations, people. My God. I need to get paid for this shit. As soon as they do it, they're going to give somebody else the fucking credit. Y'all just remember, let them know Uncle Luke is the one who said this shit. Give him the credit for this shit there. Broadway. How you doing, Broadway? I love you, my brother. My main man, Broadway, on here. Glow is on here. Y'all up late night. I'm taping right now, but I'm taping live. And the broadcast is going to hit in the morning. Everybody's going to be on there loving it. I'm back, bitches. Uncle Luke, the Luke Show. But let me just move on right along. Jerry Jones. Why did Jerry Jones rat on Jay-Z? I love Jay-Z. That's my dude. Why did Jerry Jones low-key try to rat on Jay-Z? Talking about me and Jay-Z did a deal. No, goddamn well, an agent, only person who could negotiate a deal for an NFL player, you have to be a registered agent. Me and Jay-Z did a deal and we put the shit for Dez Bryant. We wrote the motherfucking deal on a napkin and that was the deal. Come on, man. Come on, Jerry Jones. You know better than that shit. You ain't seen now, motherfucker. And if you see now right now, that's why I don't fuck with the Cowboys no more. I don't fuck with the Cowboys. I've been a Cowboy all my life. This at the end of the last year, it was done. I was done. I went on over to the Dolphins. I had a conversation with Mr. Ross at the NASCAR event, and I went. I'm a Dolphin. I can't fuck with the Cowboys. The way they doing Michael Parsons is the same way they did Dez Bryant, the same way they did motherfucking Dak Prescott, the same way they did CeeDee Lamb and everybody else. Jerry Jones has no respect for black men. This the same motherfucker who was standing outside when the little black girl was going into the school. Him and the whole lynch mob saying this nigga shouldn't go into school. Y'all saw the picture. But everybody want to fucking say, oh, the picture ain't what it is. No, this the same motherfucker who told the niggas, if you take a knee with this Colin Kaepernick shit, I'm going to put you off my motherfucking team. Ain't no, the leopard ain't changed stripes. That man has no respect for black people. So when a black man stand up, 10 toes down, and flex and say, I'm going to get paid what the fuck I want to get paid, Jerry Jones is like, fuck you. That's what he's doing to Michael Parsons. That's what he did to Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is a, no, guys, we're not going to take a knee. Michael Parsons ain't that type of dude. He said, give me a fucking trade. I'm glad I'm not a Cowboy fan right now because I had to be sitting there enduring the bullshit of and in my opinion, a racist owner. That man ain't got no fucking respect for black people. He look at them motherfuckers niggas on his team as goddamn servants, as niggas in the field. I guarantee you, he owns some slaves. I guarantee you, his daddy owns some motherfucking slaves. I could bet that shit. Do the fucking thing because this the same fucking dude standing outside the goddamn school doing what? The lynch mob for the little girl who's going into the school. That is picture. He was there. The fuck you doing there? And that shit just blew right over. LeBron James said something about it, and everybody was mad with him. So is this a chip? Is this the beginning attempt to try to take Jay-Z down? It's in Busby after Jay-Z. They want to take all of our black successful men down. What did Jay-Z? Y'all trying to Kanye West Jay-Z now? Y'all trying to Puff Daddy Jay-Z now? Y'all trying to Bill Cosby Jay-Z? This the attempt to get rid of all the black men? Black professionals? Is that what we're doing? It's been more shots taken at Jay-Z than you normally would have. You got Puff Daddy on having a freaky party. You got this man sitting up in fucking jail. I could talk about it now. Because the man had his fucking day in court. And all those charges got dismissed. All the charges got fucking dismissed. I'm a firm believer every man has his day in court. He had his day in court. All those charges got dismissed, and what happens? You let some other dude who got all kind of shit going on, who did all kind of wild shit, you gave him a bond, but you got this man locked up. And you never charged the woman. You never charged the woman who ordered the escorts, who paid the escorts. Did she get immunity? I didn't hear that on the stand. Why the fuck she ain't got no charge? She gets to run off with all the money. 30 million from him, 10 million from the hotel. She ain't no motherfucking victim. Only victim she is him beating her up in the hallway. That should have been domestic violence. That's unacceptable. That should have been California prosecutors, where that happened, filed charges against him when they saw that. But they didn't. because this prosecutor who they just fired don't do no charges. We're going to use this shit against this dude right here. The man is a freak. That's all Puff Daddy is. He's a freak. And what he chooses to do in his bedroom is his business. Did he hire any of these people? No. According to the jury, this man is in jail off of what they call the Mann Act. And let me break this shit down for y'all. Since everybody don't know about court and everybody don't know how the law works, the Mann Act was a case against a man damn near in the 1800s, early 1900s or some shit. So the guy lost the case similar to, okay, trafficking women. He lost a case. Oh, you bringing people, women across the border, and you lost that. He lost that case. But the guy never went and appealed the case. Going back, segue into me. How is that relevant today to me? And how does the law work? When these cases, that's why I call it case law. Case, law. It becomes the law unless it gets overturned. So if Luther Campbell did not go and appeal, nasty as they want to be, when it was deemed obscene by a federal judge, Gonzalez, if I don't go and appeal that and get it overturned on appeal, it becomes case law. So now anything remotely sound like Nasty as They Want to Be album, they use that case law against all your other artists. Your Little Kims, your Sexy Reds, your Gorilla, your Glow. Anybody talking about pussy and dick on a record, they could have used that case if I left it on the books. So where's my motherfucking money? Where's my motherfucking money? Hit my motherfucking cash out. Because if it weren't for me, similar to the Mann law that didn't get overturned, they would have been using that same case law against all you motherfuckers. You wouldn't be able to get on there talking about how good your pussy is. You wouldn't be able to get on there and talk about all this pussy and dick shit. No. You wouldn't, Lil Wayne would, oh, I got fucked by a lady cop. No, ain't no fucking. Because Luke said that in the record. He talked about fucking and sucking and all that other shit. And that's case law. Case law. Nasty as wanna be. Luther Campbell versus the federal government. He lost that case. Did not get it overturned on appeal. The federal government, any municipality could have used that case law and prosecuted all these motherfucking rappers. That's why y'all owe me. You owe me a lot. Why people ain't talked about it? Because it was a part of the takedown of Luther Campbell. It was a part of the takedown. Never wanted to glorify that. Never wanted to give me no props for that. That's why when you look at it, it's like every year. Why the fuck they ain't put me in the goddamn Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? What happened? I meet all the requirements. Shit, just the other day, young lady Leslie Wims told me, Luke, I put in for you to go get a Hollywood Walk of Fame. She felt real good about it. Shouts out to Leslie. She just graduated school, nursing school at FAMU. Now she's going over to Yale. She got accepted into Yale. She put in that I want my friend Luther Campbell. I think he deserved a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. They said no. And they proceeded to give Bone Thugs a star, which I love and I think they deserve it. It's not a Bone Thugs. It's not one category for rap. They had a whole bunch of motherfuckers. They could have put 5 rappers in there. So I'm happy they got it. But then they'll never do that because that's too much like giving this motherfucker his props for what he did. But we were actually trying to take this motherfucker down. It was a takedown because this dude was manufacturing, this dude was pressing, this dude was distributing, this dude was promoting his own concerts with having his own merchandise. So he ain't had 5 motherfuckers in his pockets like some of these other dudes sold their soul to have people all in all their pockets. You know, if they're not in your pockets, and if you get beside yourself like Puff Daddy, he got beside himself. Hey, look, fuck y'all. Y'all doing this. Y'all ain't giving me the same thing y'all giving the white guy. And oh, really? You getting out of hand. Oh, so you feeling yourself. We'll take your ass down. You get a knock on the door. You get a knock on the door. Hey, Kanye West, you talking all that slick shit? You get a knock on the door too. Hey, motherfucker. Oh, so you think you sassy right now? Them people got to have a pocket in all 3 pockets. You got 4 pockets. You only got 1 pocket. They got to have their hand in all 3 pockets. And if they're not in all 3 pockets, you know what they're going to tell you? You getting out of motherfucking hand. Go sit your motherfucking ass down. We finna shut you down. And if you get too sassy, we gonna put your motherfucking ass in jail. A reminder, you don't run a motherfucking thing. We run this shit. Shut the fuck up, get your money, and we ain't trying to hear your shit. We ain't trying to hear your fucking complaints. Unfortunately, that's how it works. Stephen A. Smith, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you fucking with Michelle Obama? When the queen speaks, shut the fuck up. Don't even have a you're my friend. Shut the fuck up. Don't even fucking have a conversation about her. Don't even, you just say, look, okay. You know when auntie say something? When auntie say something, I ain't got shit to say. Because you can't win with that. When auntie says something, that Michelle Obama has went through more than you can ever imagine going through in your entire life, Stephen A. Smith. So if she called you everything but the child of God, you still shut the fuck up. If she has because you're falling off into this political shit, you're running around on Fox, caping with this fucking racist pig, in my opinion, racist pig fucking commentator, and you're talking shit about the Democratic Party. So you're now in a contact sport. So you're going to get hit by the big fucking Democrats. And when certain big Democrats like a Michelle Obama or Barack Obama hit you, you shut the fuck up and don't say a motherfucking thing. Because she sat in that White House and got called everything but the child of God by these fucking, at the time, Tea Parties caping as mega. They were Tea Party first, then they became mega. So you don't have shit to say. You shut the fuck up and you just, look, ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Obama, First Lady, had some words for me, and I have nothing to say. Because I have all the respect in the world for Michelle Obama, and whatever she has to say about me, I'm shutting the fuck up. It's like your mama. It's like going to your mama house. When you go to your mama house, your mama gonna say some shit to you that you don't agree to, you gonna shut the fuck up. You ain't gonna say shit back. You gonna eat that shit, and you gonna get in the motherfucking car, and you gonna go home. You gonna sit your ass there in the house when mama say, yeah, motherfucker, you need to be with this ugly ass woman. And you need that, she the best girl for you in the world. You looking around like, I want to really tell my mama something right now, but I'm going to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Stephen A. Don't you say one thing to fucking Michelle Obama. Because she can say that. Louis Vuitton. This shit is so fucking classic. Louis Vuitton. We live in a world where all the Venezuelans in Miami who voted for Trump getting deported. They fucked around and found out. The Cubans getting deported. Everybody who caped and voted for Trump getting deported. So Trump people feel some kind of way. Like, we could talk to you motherfuckers any kind of way. So the little Venezuelan goddamn baseball player moseys on up into goddamn Louis Vuitton. Going to buy his girl a gift. He rolled up in that motherfucker. I'm going to Louis Vuitton to buy my baby a goddamn one of these goddamn $15,000 bags. Went up in that motherfucker and them goddamn mega motherfuckers set up in there like, what the fuck you doing up here? What you doing up here, little fucking you know, they call all Spanish people Mexicans. What you doing up here? I'm just making it. They probably didn't say it like that. What you doing up here? But it was insinuated like that. You can't afford to be in here. What you trying to get? This is not the flea market. So they clowning the fucking man. They clowning the motherfucker who makes damn that $300 million. They fucking clowning this dude. Not knowing he's fucking Major League Baseball player, arguably one of the best players in the fucking world. He's not tall. He's not this big. He's not. They fucking with this dude. To the point he leaves out of this motherfucker feel like, God damn, y'all made me feel like I'm a nigga. No, but in this case, a Venezuelan. Shouts out to my Venezuelan friends over there in Durrell. I love y'all. Y'all welcome to the Democratic Party. Because they just fuck y'all. So Louis Vuitton had to issue the man an apology. The head man in Louis Vuitton, I want to issue an apology. No, issue an apology and fire every motherfucker in that store. And video that. Tell us today that you're going to fire all their ass and have the little bloggers who's hanging out at the Puff Daddy trial, standing out there with their camera, all the content creators, look at that motherfucker, ha ha, ooh, the joke is on you, you're getting fired, get in your motherfucking car. With that same energy. Jesus Christ, I remember I went into a store, I went into Chicago, I was staying at the Ritz in Chicago many, many years ago. So I understand exactly what happened and how that man feels. So I'm moseying around in Chicago it's the Water Tower. And I was staying at the Ritz. I think it was the Ritz out of W connected to the mall. So I go downstairs. I want to get me some cologne. I can only wear Dolce because I can't smell all this other shit. And I roll my ass up down there. I put on my shorts and go down there and you know, I don't wear no slippers or no bonnet. I mosey my ass on downstairs with my shorts on and my t-shirt on. I'm going to get me some cologne and stuff like that because I want to smell good for the show. And somebody started following me. Then I got in the line and one of the employees said, "Whoa, what the fuck you doing up in here? You can't afford that." And back then I was fucking flip out the lip. I was like, wasn't having it. I wasn't having it. Back then, I go to the airport, a bitch look at me crazy in first class. I'm like, what the fuck, you don't think I'm supposed to pay you? I ain't get this bitch for free. I paid for this motherfucker. You gonna serve me just like you served him? I was like really on 12 all the time. So I'm up in this motherfucker, and they fucking, when they end up calling the police on me. And the police ended up taking me to jail. So I understand exactly what happened with this young man, with this baseball player who plays for the Houston. I understand exactly what happened. They took my black ass to jail. And I told the police, You're making a big mistake. What do you mean? You're taking the wrong person to jail. I go to the jailhouse. By the time I get there, every news truck, camera, every motherfucking body post up outside Luther or Campbell going to fucking jail in Chicago out of the water tower, and the goddamn, and they had to wake up, this on the weekend, they had to wake up the goddamn motherfucking chief. And the chief came up and that motherfucker was cussing that goddamn police over. What the fuck are you doing? Why the fuck would you arrest this motherfucker here? I hear they call him every motherfucker in the world. This motherfucker mind his own bitch. Do you realize the motherfucker stayed at the hotel? Do you know the fuck you arrested bitch got platinums and black cards and all kind of shit in this month? So what the fuck is on this goddamn A form? He was laundering? How the fuck do you launder when you were staying in the fucking hotel? Shit happens. They said, Luke, do you want to sue the water towers? I said, nah, I ain't gonna do that. Just fire that motherfucker right there. Chris Brown, shouts out to Chris Brown. Man, listen, man. I'm so happy every time I look and see Chris Brown. Chris Brown came to Miami. Fortunately, I couldn't go to the concert. It was too crowded, too much people for me. Tampa, sell out. All over the world. I just watch all his shows on TikTok and the things that people post because I'm so happy for that young man. That young man, yes, he went through some adversity, he went through some hard times and some bad times, and he never wavered. He stayed true to his craft. He's apologized for the mistakes that he made as a young man, and he's always apologized. He hasn't gotten back in trouble, similar trouble that he got into way back then. So he's corrected his mistakes. And I'm just happy to see him thrive and get an opportunity to perform on big stages, big crowds, and people show the love that they have for him. Because the industry tried to fuck him too. They would never let this young man do no halftime shows. They would never let him do any award shows or anything like that. And so for him to be touring and the people embracing him, showing the love that they're showing him, I'm so fucking happy about that. You know, I had a brief little conversation with him. Me and him did a party. I know his manager and everything. They asked me to do a party with him. I think it was a year or two ago in Atlanta. And I had a good conversation with him. More like, man, keep your head up, bro. Don't feed into the bullshit. And he got good people around him, good management people around him. And I just love what he's doing and how he's doing it. It should have been called a redemption tour, but that'd have been a little too much of throwing in people's face that I'm redeeming myself, because that's a good, very good, talented young man. And I hope people put his mistakes behind, which I love his fans, the fact that they're out there supporting him, singing the songs, showing love. It's a beautiful thing, man. So shouts out to Chris Brown. Now, last but not least, the Cleveland Browns. Shedeur Sanders, my nephew. I talk to Prime all the time. I don't reveal what me and him talked about, ever. If I want to reveal what we talked about, I'll then ask him to come on the show, and he'll be more than happy to come on. But the Cleveland Browns in the NFL and what they're trying to do, they're trying to break him. They can't break him. They send everybody after him. They sent Mary Kay, longtime reporter for the Cleveland Browns, after him. She went after him hard after he had the little driving speeding. Him and the little girl playing on the highway. They made 100 miles an hour seem like it was fucking 500 miles an hour. They're trying to break him. Every time they do a press conference, they do these pointed questions for him to say something bad about the organization, say something bad about the reps that he's receiving. But he hits them back with, I'm just so blessed to be here. So what have you learned from this experience? Hey, I learned I got a better connection with God. They can't get him. They can't break him. So they give him 14 reps. The kid was out there at one point throwing the ball. He could only find trainers to throw the ball to because they had nobody to throw the ball to. They didn't even set him up with a team to throw the ball to or with some receivers. So he got the trainers because he wanted to stay warm. Because he knows at any given time they will try to throw him in that shit, and him not being warm, cold as fuck, will make himself look bad. The way that they're doing this young man, the way that the NFL is doing this young man, it is pathetic from start to end. You would have thought that they wouldn't be trying to pull this Colin Kaepernick shit again from a strong black man. In his case, he's mixed. To now, we're gonna crucify him because of his daddy. Everything that's going on in this world right now today, people, is we're going to show black men that you're not in control. When you get out of line and act like you're equal to the white man, you're going to get put back in your place. Because they have a generation of kids that they're raising, and they're not thinking about the now, they're thinking about the after, which we don't think like that. They're thinking about if you conduct yourself as our equal, you and your daddy, then what will happen? Our kids will grow up thinking that you are equal. It's about our kids growing up knowing that you are less than half a man. So anytime you, Kanye West, Prince, Puff Daddy, any one of y'all who think you've reached a certain peak and a certain level, and you think that you're on our level, we're going to break you down to the lowest terms because this is our little league. Michael Parsons, and who's the leader of this league? Jerry Jones. That's why he's conducted himself the way he's conducted himself with Michael Parsons. How dare you ask for more money? You get more money when I fucking tell you to get more money. How dare you question me? How dare you, Deion Sanders, tell us that your son is not going to play for the Cleveland Browns? The same way Peyton Manning, Archie Manning, said his son wasn't going to play for the fucking San Diego Chargers or somebody. What's the difference? What's the difference in Luther Campbell doing this rap music talking about, hey, we want some pussy, and Andrew Dice Clay talking about how bad the pussy look? We're going to show you you're not equal to us. That's the way of this world, people. And the only way you live in it, you have to play the game. Unfortunately, Prime wasn't playing the game. He went over to Colorado and was unapologetic about it. He fucked up the ecosystem because how dare you take the #1 fucking high school football player in the world and you get him to go to black ass Jackson State? And then you take him, when we had another shot at him, then you take him to Colorado, who only won 1 fucking games, and they put you on a goddamn national shit, and you broke all these records, and you fucking up the ecosystem. It's supposed to be about Alabama. It's supposed to be about Georgia. It's supposed to be about Clemson. It's supposed to be about Ole Miss. It's supposed to be about Miami. It's supposed to be about LSU. It's supposed to be about Notre Dame. How dare you take over our shit? You need to be over there with that side of FBA who are considered black supremacists, who hang out with the white supremacists, the house Negroes. That's what I call them. Prime is not a house Negro. He's a field Negro. He's on the side of FBAs who were in the field, who are rolling over in their grave right now. That's a whole other conversation. See how that works? So this young man is out there playing. Oh, his shoulder hurt. Who really believes his shoulder is hurt? No, 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 no. You out there lighting this shit up. You take off today. You are lighting this shit up. You take off today, Mr. Shador. So what did he do? He can't get on the podium and say, well, ain't no wrong with my motherfucking shoulder. These motherfuckers just told me to take off because I'm lighting this shit up. I'm better than Dylan Gabriel. I'm better than motherfucking old man. And the other motherfucking Kenny Pickett, he ain't nowhere near me. That's what they want him to say. But he's not going to do that. You got to wake up pretty early in the morning and get that black man. He's a real black man. He's a real black man. He's not one that's subject himself to white supremacy. He's not one of those. He's not a Dak Prescott. So he playing the game right along with the motherfuckers. He playing the game right along with them. He ain't giving them nothing. Oh, he came in there with his gold chain and all that. He came in there talking all sassy and all that. This the New York Giants, dumbass New York Giants is saying that. No, not really. Is that what y'all say about me? I didn't do that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. And what? So, ladies and gentlemen, that movie is gonna keep going. I hope they trade him. Look what's going on. God don't like ugly. Look what's going on in New Orleans. Their starting quarterback get hurt. Now they got a fucking the kid that they picked in the second round when they were supposed to pick Shador. No disrespect to him. He can't hit a deer in motherfucking headlights. He throwing the ball on the ground all over the fucking place. They got to line that motherfucker up this Friday, and they're going to put him out there. God knows what's going to happen. Everybody is going to look like shit who passed up Shador, except where Cam Ward went at. I'm Shador, I'm laying back. The man fucking jersey sold more jerseys than anybody in the league. He gets the 5th round draft pick, he has to go to the media. This is Shador. They're trying to suppress him. They're trying to break him. He's not letting them break him. That's not going to happen. Y'all got to wake up pretty early in the morning and get this young man. This young man is playing the game. He going to let y'all show y'all fucking hand. Because I'm guarantee you, he know who y'all are. He know he's a real field FBA. He's not a house FBA. You know, there was house Negroes and field Negroes. You know, Django, you got Sam, what his name? And Django, the house Negro. And then you have the field Negroes. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's an ongoing saga. Y'all gonna have to make up y'all mind for real soon. If they cut this young man and blackball him out of the league, if they cut him and blackball him out of the league, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would not look at another football game in my life. I'll leave it alone. I'll be just like, it's not for me. If y'all choose to look at it, that's on y'all. I'm pretty sure there's some house Negroes that'll be more than happy and they'll make an excuse for Massa. but I won't be looking at it. That concludes my show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you guys for joining me. It was a beautiful thing. I got to come on here for about 1 hour, close to 1 hour, and chop it up with y'all. Make sure y'all check me out on YouTube, Uncle Luke Real One. Make sure you look at my TikTok, Uncle Luke Real One. Instagram, same thing, Uncle Luke Real One. X, Uncle Luke Real One. Shout me out. And by the way, this week I opened up my brand new store. I don't know why I didn't showcase it on here. My brand new store, where you can get all your Luke gear, all your Luke paraphernalia, all of that. We open up the brand new store. They get your product out real quick. You got the hats, you got the t-shirts, you got everything. You got the camel, you got the red one, you got the puffy one, you got all kind of, this one right here. See how it puffs. It's some unique shit. Hey, so you got the t-shirts, you got the bombers, ladies got the, the sweat pants and everything like that. All the shirts and all that, everything. So go over there. We on Shopify. It's the Luke store. You can go to www.lukerecord.com. Hit on shopping, and then you can get whatever you want to get on there. Also, make sure you check me out. I'll be in Indianapolis on Wednesday. And I'll be in Memphis. What is the date in Memphis? I'll give y'all that date some other time soon. But I'll check you guys out again on Wednesday, Friday. The Luke Show. We're back, baby. By popular demand. I love it. See y'all. Have a productive week. And enjoy.
Pull out the stick, come shoot that. Booty poke out like a book bag. Booty poke out like a book bag. Pull over ass too fast. Come we should go bring that Uncle Luke back.